Questioning Everything with Garrett and Adam.
I'll tell you something interesting. Every time I get sober for a long period of time,
Okay,
so I'm pushing.
Not in the morning.
Not in the morning. Every time I wake up and fucking sip vodka and then go to work,
Yeah.
and I get sober at some point in the day.
And then sometime I sober up.
I go through a rapid growth period. No, dude, I like this round as of right now. What day is it? I don't know, like 58 days or something. But I've done this a lot, man. Like I've been way more sober than I've had way more clean time, sober time from alcohol than I have been than not. But one of the things I'm gonna say is I find that every time that I go through a rapid growth spurt, a rapid period of fast, intense learning, like I can barely catch up to a part of the lesson, like of who I can't fucking do this with you in there. Adam's having a bath. He's just left me to do the podcast now. What I'm trying to say is,
Okay, can you say everything again? Because now I'm
he just messed me up.
I'm back from pissing?
You weren't, well, who am I talking to?
I don't know. I shouldn't have even said that. Okay.
Okay, so here's what I'm trying to say. This long story short is every time I get a clean time, if I stop doing any kind of thing and I get really focused, and you're talking about, you were just saying that when you get, when you're developing and you're advancing as a human sometimes, what did you say?
I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know if I necessarily agree with what I said because I was
so
could have been postulating
all
a perspective.
I'm saying is like when I get really clear-headed and I'm not like drinking or doing something to distract myself and I'm actually sober as heck, fucking reading and really working on myself and developing and just really getting spiritual, just really trying to understand everything and go, I find that I start developing really quick. And catching up to all, like, it's the more I heal my childhood trauma or my traumas, because I feel like when you have trauma, you're stunted emotionally and spiritually.
Onion skin.
So they just start rapidly coming off real quick. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, as soon as I just kind of get a hold of like, oh, that idea, then it's just like, boom, no, now you just matured like way fast. I swear that's what happens. Like I'm catching up rapidly. Like the more healing work you do and the more work you do, the more you develop. That's what I feel like. Sometimes I just can't catch up to yesterday, and then it's a lull, and then it's weird. I don't know. Like it's kind of like when you do healing work, or especially if you're stuck. Because my theory is if you're stuck with trauma and you're stuck emotionally, you're using drugs or alcohol or substances to escape, then you're spiritually you're spiritually stunted. So the more you tap into your spirit and spirituality and the more knowledge you're seeking, I think you grow rapidly and you can barely keep up to it.
Huh.
That's my theory.
So get kind of a clear or something like that.
Oh, exactly.
Like they say in Scientology, but hey, it's not a bad idea.
Oh, fuck. I'm sure like Scientology's got some basis of like shit where you're like, oh, that makes sense, but I'm not going to.
That's why it appeals to people. When you think of the clear, it's appealing.
To make it profitable, like that's obvious. Like, I mean, that what they call it in Scientology, clearing?
Yeah, it's called the clear. It's in Dianetics.
We could just go to Network Chiropractic Care and fucking get that done, and that'll clear you.
Really? Huh.
There's some theories behind that, man.
Network Chiropractic.
You think that?
You're kidding, right?
No.
Oh, wow.
What? No.
I don't believe in chiropractic. I think it's fucking snake oil.
Fucking emotional energies. Like, dude, we're talking spirituality, and that's what happens. Like trauma and stress, like that
gets caught into your body.
It gets stuck in your tissue, bro.
Really?
And your spine, the shape of your spine and the hunch. Do you ever like look at people how like they walk?
So what kind of are they?
Have you watched people walk? Like, say you see a guy like.
Of course. Yeah. Are they packets? So
what do you mean?
Well, when
you're looking at me
when
like,
the emotions
your
get
eyebrows all fucking inverted. You look like a goat man right now.
I'm trying to set you up to show you how foolish what you're saying is.
No, it's not foolish, man. Okay, wait. Is it foolish because it's obvious to you, or is it foolish because it sounds foolish?
Can't remember.
Oh my God, Adam, I'm gonna have to fucking throw stuff at you. Listen, dude. If you sit on a park bench for long enough and just watch people walk by, you can see people carrying their trauma their baggage literally as weight and a hunch in their back, you can like analyze people well enough to see like this person's not, he's depressed.
I know. It's the description that it's stuck or that trauma gets locked or something like that.
And you're fucking, it does, dude.
Okay, well, it doesn't. So that's the.
It doesn't get locked in your fucking neurology.
No, but that is an interesting.
I would violently disagree with you.
Okay, well, you can violently disagree with me. It's an interesting theory, and I like the illustration. I like the way that it makes people perceive trauma that we're holding on to, because it makes it gives you something to visualize. So it gives you a visual representation. Right.
When you're traumatized,
it's a mental process, right? So like I said, what packets? There's no packet system where a life experience can somehow be packeted and then be inserted into muscular tissue for storage for later, that then somehow retards the muscle so that now you see somebody that's hunched and you're like, bro, I know what's the problem. You got emotional trauma packed into your muscle tissue, and if you massage it out, then once you hit the button, you'll start crying, and now you'll have to deal with the trauma, but then it'll be clear. No, it's not packed into a muscle like a package. It's not a Christmas present of pain. It is that the stress from these feedback loops in our mind are crippling. The stress itself occurs in the brain as a bunch of brain chemistry, but it manifests as depression and as a hunch
and poor posture. That's really what I'm getting at, man. I mean,
absolutely. No, I know, but we don't have a good way to explain it. And we don't have a good way to understand it. So understanding it as emotion being packed into our muscles to the pack we carry our trauma, but it's a good visualization. It's a visual aid.
But like literally, it's in your spine.
Like no, it's literally not.
Your hunch.
Your spine is in your spine. Okay, your muscles are in your spine.
Your posture. Your posture, though,
is in your spine.
Yes.
Wow.
But your neurology is really what I'm getting at. Yes. Is the one that dictates your posture and your feedback loops.
Your mood.
Well, dude, there's times where I will get like really like if I get into a confrontation with someone and my body will just go cortisol, and that's my brain telling me this is unsafe, this is unsafe, this is unsafe.
And you can tell with other people's body language. Like if you say something to somebody that you know very well and they're like, rigid and hunched, then you know that this conversation is not going well, because they're like there's some stress
like
response.
Woman, though, like even a battered
absolutely.
Woman, like so you're saying that's neurology.
Yeah, it's just in the mind. There's no actual tangible qualifiable material that gets deposited into muscle tissue
that's not what I meant.
that then needs to get to.
Sorry, I mean,
but that's how it's visually perceived when you say that.
That's what I mean. Then, like, they're
stress is locked in our muscles. I used to believe the same thing, right? But then when you
somehow, dude.
But then you're like, well, then if you massage it, does it get released? No, it doesn't.
Over time,
if you massage it, you are helping the acute symptom that has occurred as a result of it. So then it'll be relieved for a moment, but the actual chronic issue that's caused it to occur in the first place will probably cause it to return to that state. So there's some actual chronic issue, like
what?
Trauma.
Well, you have to work through the trauma, man.
You have to work through the trauma, exactly. So if you just work on the physical state, you could have somebody that's like, you know what? I feel better. I'm less hunched. I'm less stressed. My muscles are relaxed. I feel good. But that trauma is still in their mind, and they haven't dealt with it because they need a therapist. Maybe they need something else.
Well, I believe the network chiropractic actually it helps with that as well.
Network, is that a company?
No, it's
because chiropractic is bullshit.
You think so?
Oh, my uncle's a chiropractor, and I would never call my uncle bullshit. Just out of respect for my own family members, I would never call him bullshit unless I was.
Chiropractic care is bullshit. A lot of people would fucking probably light you up as a witch.
I'm sure. And I'd have to say that if you have any reason to go to chiropractic, you should probably fucking avoid it. The only benefit to chiropractic is addressing acute short-term issues where you're fucking immobilized and you acutely need right now something. That's the only function, it's the only purpose. If you have to go back or there's ever a return trip to a chiropractor, then you know that it's something that chiropractic will not address.
Funny, as soon as I said network chiropractic, you just looked at me like that. You gave me that.
Well, because it's like, fuck it, here we go, right?
Advertisement loading.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the podcast here, but we got a little bit of an announcement. What's going on, Adam?
Well, everybody should head on over to Patreon and the Questioning Everything Patreon page, where they can show their support by becoming a champion for only $5 per month. The Sophist tier of Patreon gives you not only access to the backstage areas of Discord and the stage area, but allows you to voice chat and text chat in those areas, so you can give us feedback on the show and join the conversation. If you just want to show your support and you don't want to join the Discord, there are a couple tiers for you, or you can join a Discord tier and simply not even use it. It's up to you.